Hello, Mary. Let's get started. So today I'm going to make you a video walking you through the MANOVA, and we're going to get results, but we won't talk about the results because I think we need to schedule a phone call to go over the results. Okay, so let's walk through this. First, I'm going to look at your the draft that you sent me responding to my request to change your null hypotheses. And you did that, and I appreciate that. So good. So the null hypotheses are here. Now, this will tell me which variables we're going to use for your independent variables. You mentioned gender, age, and working in your null and alternative hypotheses. You don't mention, I think, number of children, and I think that's the only one you didn't mention. So I assume for now you don't want to take that into consideration at all. So I'll only work with the three that you mentioned in your set of hypotheses. Also, we need to work on this a little bit more because the research question that I have here, let me bring it up, this one. The research questions should not say statistically significant. A research question is more general. Like if your grandfather during Thanksgiving dinner says, what's your research about? You need to give them something that has nothing to do with math, nothing to do with statistics. So the question should be, well, gee, grandfather, now that you asked me, my study is going to look at whether or not there's a preference in delivery models among the CRT population. And that's it. You're not mentioning any math, no statistics, no significance, nothing. Just you're wondering if there's a difference in preference, if there's a preference among this population, specific population, in delivery models, in training models. And that's it. So that's the one basic research question that I need here. Not all this stuff. And then in the hypotheses, that's when you go into how you're going to determine preferences, okay? So that's what I need there. So again, you only gave me three independent variables, so that's what we're going to move on with, okay? So I noticed that you have working here. You transferred it over. You converted it, and you converted age. But let's go into variable view because I want to make sure of something. Gender is nominal. You gave it a name, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 here are names. They don't have numeric value. A 2 in this case is not greater than 1. You named a certain sex 1 or 2. You named a certain sex 2 or 1. And you can swap them around interchangeably depending on what you want. So it's a name that you're giving them. It doesn't have any mathematical value at all. So that's good right here. Gender is going to be nominal. But let's look at age groups. Age group here is also nominal. Let's change that to ordinal. Okay, we for the MANOVA it needs to either be nominal or ordinal, and you had it scale before or continuous, and when you converted it to ordinal. So you gave it a 1, 2, and I think a 3. 1, 2, and 3. So how is that different than nominal? Because in this case, 1, 2, and 3 really do have numeric values. A 3 is greater than 1. A 2 is greater than 1, and so forth, because 3 represents the number of, the oldest one, and 1 is the youngest one. So that works. This one has to be changed to ordinal. Same thing with working. Nominal, you're not giving them a numeric name. There is a numeric mathematical value between the three groups. So that's got to be ordinal. Okay, so now that we've done that, all right. So now we're ready to do the MANOVA. Go to Analyze, General Linear Model, Multivariate. Then, okay, dependent variables, those are going to be your three delivery models. Fixed variables is the same as independent variables, okay? So here you're going to put in age groups. You're going to be doing gender. And you're going to be doing working. So there's your three. Okay, now, when you run the MANOVA, it's going to tell you, and we'll look at the results after you generate it. It's going to tell you that there is a statistically significant difference somewhere. It doesn't tell you where. So that's only good up to a point. A lot of researchers stop right here. So they run all the numbers together, and if there's no difference anywhere, well, why go on? There's no difference anywhere. And that's it. That's all you can say. But If there's a difference, this is what you need. You need to do a post hoc test. Let me show you what I did. Here on the right hand, post hoc by definition means a test that you do after the test. So we're going to do a Shafi test on all three of the independent variables. So you move these over to the right. Your independent variables are age, gender, and working. Yeah, your independent variables, yeah. So we're going to do a Shafi test on all three. So you're done. We're going to hit continue and OK, and you're going to get a bunch of numbers, okay? Okay, so this is what you're going to get. We're not going to worry about interpreting them now. We're going to call each other up and we're going to look through it. So all these tables up here, from here all the way down to here, tells you whether or not there's a difference anywhere. We're going to look at that carefully, and then we're going to look at the post hoc, and this will tell you if indeed there's a difference, where specifically the differences are. Okay? So if this answers your question, your hypotheses, and answers your research question, you may not have to do a separate ANOVAs. This may be all you need to do. So for your homework, I want you to do exactly what I did, and send me the data file. Okay, so when you click to turn this off, it'll ask you if you want to save this data file, and you hit OK. All right, so that's it. And okay, again, save content, output. You can put down yes, rename it, and all that. Okay, so let me stop here, give you a chance to do this, and then send me an email with the output file attached. Thank you.